Guys, it's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day here in Idaho. A friend of ours, a very dear family friend, is graduating from nursing school today, and several other friends, colleagues, and all that. But most importantly, a very special family friend is graduating nursing school today, and we are on our way to the pinning ceremony. Yes, it's a 2-day ceremony thing. So today we're going for the pinning ceremony. So we're on our way. We'll take you guys along. I am excited. We are excited. Like, I'm happy. I'm just smiling from ear to ear. Oh my God! Congratulations, Cynthia. We love you. We appreciate you. We celebrate you. God bless you. And for everyone graduating, our colleagues at work, congratulations. We celebrate you. So let's go to the pinning ceremony. It's not easy to graduate nursing school in this country, in this America. It's not easy. So I give them their flowers. So let's go, guys. Celebrate with them. I'm excited. Meridian Middle School, Billberg Gymnasium, So that's where we're going for the pinning ceremony. I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys can tell I'm so happy, so excited. Congratulations, guys. We celebrate you. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I can see people already walking in. I hope we're not late. The ceremony is to start by 2 and this is 1:51, so I think we're early. We're early. No African time. Oops. Alright, let's go. I don't know how we're going to locate them, but somehow we will. So let's go, guys. Outfit check. Outfit of the day. Excited. Okay, just walking in, and lots of people are here already. This is a happy day. Like, we don't even know where we're going, but we're just following people. Just walking to where we see people going to. That's my husband reading me for a very good birthday. I like the pin ceremony check. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I need to see them. Let's look for more. It's so funny. Huh? Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for coming. Oh, you love his outfit.
He's looking like Odogu Para. Right.
Where are you guys going? We're the ones sitting at this edge.
Where's Auntie? Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hello. I said it will be after this thing. I said, I know I will see you all afterwards. How are you all?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Okay.
Thank you, my welcome. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Go and sit beside him.
It's okay. Go ahead first so we can pass. So he can sit down. Please.
Okay.
So good.
Before we begin our formal program, I'd like to pause and extend a heartfelt thanks to the many individuals and organizations who made this, my notes are incorrect, organizations who made today and these students' success possible. So on stage, we have our faculty, and if you guys could please stand when I announce your names. I have Professor Denise Clay, clinical Sandra Drummond, support staff, and we cannot forget our behind the scenes who makes everything run. We've got Kim Grashit down there. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication to our students' success. There's also a lot others who couldn't be here today, too many to name, and I want to include a special thanks to them as well. I would also like to recognize the invaluable contributions to our clinical and community partners who have provided mentorship, hands-on experience, and unwavering support throughout the whole. Intermountain Hospital, St. Alphonsus, thank you. Basic Health Systems, Prairie Health Systems, especially the team at Oliver House, West Ada School District, and Cardinal Academy Charter School. The collaboration with these organizations ensured our students not only to be educated, but to truly be prepared for the complex needs the community self-serve. We'd also like to extend a sincere gratitude to our scholarship donors. Those have generously donated and provided nearly $80,000 for School of Nursing and scholarships this year alone. Your direct support directly changes lives, eases burdens, and fuels futures. I'd also like to give a warm shout out to Josh Waikachia. He is our new incoming Summer 25 student. And all of those that help volunteer their time to help set up and make this day special. So thank you all for that. Now let's begin our program. As you may know, this program consists of 4 separate locations located across Idaho. Because of this location spread, unfortunately not all of faculty and staff and leadership could be present for today's ceremony. During this time of the program, you have all navigated through multiple technological challenges. We can almost say that we are IT experts by this time. So while you thought you were done with distance learning, we do have one last day to incorporate this technology. We are honored to hear some opening remarks from Dr. Gina Clarkston. She's Interim Associate Dean and Director, and there will be a video played on your screen about her. And now it's time to hear from the voices at the heart of this celebration, our students. We are proud to invite our student speakers to the podium. We will begin with Nate McCarthy, Ivy Martin, and concluding with Lizzie Osborne.
Hello. Am I close enough to the mic?
Yes.
Alrighty. Hi, everyone. I'm honored to be able to say a few words today as we finish up our nursing school and set up to start the real deal, being actual nurses. Seems like a long time coming and too soon at the same time. I'll tell you what, ChatGPT writes an amazing speech. And if you want to hear a bunch of articulate and heartfelt stuff about how this is the end of one chapter and the beginning of an even greater one, and how we're going to change the world one patient at a time, You can go to the internet and you can say, ChatGPT, write me a nursing school commencement speech, and you can read that speech. But that's not the speech I have. In fact, when I shared my first draft of the speech with Emily, one of our wonderful student representatives at the Meridian campus, she said, not too shabby. So that's exactly what a speechwriter wants to hear. So that's the speech we get to get today. For me, I could describe the nursing school experience in one word, and that is humbling. I've said that over and over again this year. A lot of us are coming from a different career or job where we felt comfortable in our skills and abilities, and we knew exactly what we were doing. Some of us aren't though. Some of us are 21 or 22 or 23, and you're just rolling straight through out of high school, college, boom, now you got your BSN. You're normal. This level of discomfort is normal for you. But for a lot of us, it feels really like going back fully to square one. And this level of ignorance is something we haven't felt in a long, long time. There's nothing that makes you feel like a total fool like when your clinical nurse asks, how do the patient's lungs sound? And you're like, oh, you didn't hear anything. Like maybe they don't have lungs. Like, you're gonna be a nurse? Yeah, you don't even know how to use a stethoscope. So, or you're like, oh, I'll go grab that from the supply room. You go to the supply room, you're like, looking for a yonker. I don't even know what that is. For the worst is probably when you go into the room and your nurse is like, oh, it's a so-and-so, they're a student nurse, and then they just do all the assessment, all the med pass, everything, and you're just standing over there, and you're down in gloves and masks, like, okay, well, glad I'm here, being introduced like you're a bunion or something. The other thing that has been so humbling about this year has been working and studying alongside all of you, my fellow students. I'm sure many of us know the feeling of being on question 25 out of 50, and Caroline or Gabriel is already packing up their laptop and walking out the door. And as painful as that is, it really has been a privilege to be surrounded by so many smart and hardworking people. I really feel like every single person in this cohort has crushed it. And I can't tell you how many times I've learned about a due date or a test date or an assignment just because I heard people talking about it in class. And none of us, at least at the Meridian campus, would have spent as much time in class if it weren't for Chase asking all those questions at the end of the class that our professors patiently answered. And that's called having a curious mind and getting your money for better nursing school. Thank you, Chase. I finished this whole speech and I realized I didn't include Chase, and it didn't feel right. But seriously, you guys have saved my bacon, and I would not have made it to this point without you. I think about how much effort I had put in this program, and I think, wow, some people did this while working full-time jobs, with kids at home, both. You guys are so awesome. I'm just super impressed by all of you, and yes, humbled. And I've been heartened too by seeing nursing in practice. I know a lot of us have experienced nurses in our clinicals who are pretty jaded, and nursing does not have a glamorous reputation. My wife is a nurse, and when I was applying to this program, she and her nurse friends were like, really? Why do you want to be a nurse? And after hearing in clinical so many times, oh, that's how they teach it in class, but that's not how they really do it. Or even better, you're not supposed to do it this way. And then they go and do exactly what they told you not to do. You kind of start to get the feeling that this stuff about being a patient advocate or nursing with compassion is kind of bogus. But I tell you what, for all the shade being thrown, it's been so encouraging to see all these nurses actually living up to the hype. The nurses I've worked with, even if they complain about their job, they really do advocate for their patients. They go the extra mile to ensure their patients are comfortable. They're noticing things about their patient and telling the doc before it develops into something worse. And they're genuinely concerned about their patient's well-being. These are the kind of nurses we should aspire to be, and that I have every reason to believe we will be, because that's what we've been trained to do this whole year, and that's just the kind of people we are. And after going through this nursing program, I can honestly say I feel 100% prepared to go out on my own and be a great nurse. Just kidding. That sounds totally terrifying. I'm not ready. But as much work as this last year has been, I feel like this first year of being actual nurses is going to really pack some punches. Of course, we won't have any homework, but who doesn't love a PowerPoint presentation? With citations in APA format, really going to miss those. But honestly, as tough as it's going to be stepping into our role as actual paid nurses, one thing I can say about this year in school with all of you is that at this point, I'm confident we can do pretty much anything. We are going to struggle, we are going to make mistakes, some which might be kind of big, and we are probably going to feel pretty dumb a lot. Maybe even more so than in our clinicals, which is excruciating to think about. But we are going to get through it, and we are going to crush it, and we are going to be the nurses that we've heard so much about in our classes. So with all that to look forward to, I just want to leave you with a few aspirations for our careers ahead. For one, let's all be great nurses. I've got no doubt we're going to achieve that. But for two, Let's also be great preceptors, right? Let's never make any nursing student feel dumb, and let's always do our best to give them the best experience every shift that we precept. 3, let's all aspire to find jobs that we love. I feel like nursing can be a pretty tough profession, but I really don't think we have to suffer. I certainly don't intend to. Maybe for some of you, suffering is kind of your thing. I mean, it is kind of fun to have something to complain about all the time. But for the rest of us, I hope we can stay open-minded to all the possibilities that are open to us as nurses and not settle for a job that we hate any longer than we have to. You don't have to work bedside, just FYI. May we all find careers that support our lifestyles and mental well-being, not the other way around. And finally, and this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with nursing specifically, and I say this for myself as much as for anyone else, but if let me be totally cliche for a moment, I really feel these things are crucial. Don't sweat the small stuff. Be grateful for what you got, and enjoy your health while you've got it, because whatever issues you may have, you're probably still better off than 99% of the patients we take care of in the hospital. And be kind to yourself, and love yourself, because not only is it hard to care for others, and you don't care for yourself, but you deserve it. It really doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, so don't waste your time worrying about it. Now, I know you didn't need me to tell you all that stuff, but I really appreciate you all giving me the opportunity to do so and listen to me prattle on. I'm going to wrap this up here, but before I do, I wanted to give a huge thank you to all the faculty and professors who worked with us this year. It goes without saying we wouldn't be here without you, but really, you guys all struggled alongside us and rolled with the punches and worked through the technical difficulties. And I am very happy to say I will never have to deal, probably, with another online proctored exam, but I cannot say the same for you guys, so sorry. We really are so grateful for all the work you guys put in for us this year. Let's give a round of applause for the teacher and faculty. And lastly, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you, my classmates. I really feel so lucky that I got to go through this program with you. I feel truly honored to be considered a member of this cohort, and I just have the highest hopes for all of you in nursing and in life. So thanks, guys. That's all I've got. Congratulations. Give it up for yourself. Thank you.
All right, let's see if I can top that one. I remember sitting in my seat in orientation last March in Twin Falls, listening to the past year's cohort talk about how fast this program was going to go. And I remember sitting there thinking, there's no way it's actually going to go by that fast. And here we are, what seems like 3 days later. It has been a great honor and privilege to be in this program. Several times throughout this year, we've had conversations about what does it mean to be a nurse. For some, it's job security. For others, it's wanting to help people. As nurses, we have the great privilege of welcoming new lives into the world and helping old ones say goodbye. We are trusted with taking care of people's sons, daughters, mothers, fathers, grandparents, and others, and as we do become involved in their care, we promise to do everything that we can that they want to be cared for. Although it may not be what you would prefer, and giving them all of the respect that you can. You're honoring their wishes. They become part of your family for that shift. So when I think about what it means to become a nurse, I see that it's exactly what I was destined to be. Growing up, I watched my cousins, who were more like sisters, and they've been nurses for 10 plus years. I look in awe and aspire to be even half of the nurses that they are today. I am truly thankful for all of my friends, family that have supported me and encouraged me to get to this point. And for those that have reassured me that just because I don't get a high A on an assignment, it doesn't predict the type of nurse that I will be. And that applies to each and every one of us sitting here today. As we are here, we pass nursing school, and at the end of it, here we are. It doesn't matter what grades we made because we are all nurses. Following alongside with what Nate said, I coached volleyball during this year, and throughout the year, a lot of my girls were just dripping in sweat, out of breath after they're running through drills, and I said, how amazing is it that we get to be here today and play volleyball? You get to touch balls, run for drills, serve balls, because some people, as they sit in a hospital bed, wish that they could just even walk for the day. They wish that they could just see their family, give them hugs, give them lots of love, but today we get to do something that we love, and how cool is that? So, as we go into our career as nurses, just remember to embody every experience that we have learned throughout this program and continue to care for our patients the way that they want to be treated. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lizzie Osmer, and it is an honor to stand here alongside Kylie as representatives for the Twin Falls cohort. I would like to take a second to thank all of our amazing faculty, staff, teachers, clinical instructors, preceptors, and mentors here at ISU. You have all been an instrumental part in our learning, and we are irrevocably changed from the impact that you had on us as you guided us through this program, so thank you. I would also like to thank everyone who has come to support us today, including friends, loved ones, partners, family members, and everyone in between. My family is the best part of myself, and all that I am is because of them. I know that for me and my fellow students, that we would not have been able to make it through this journey to becoming nurses without our people there to surround and support us. Thank you all for your relentless love, devotion, and for endlessly listening to us talk in weird medical jargon to you. Something a fellow cohort student who turned into one of my closest friends and I would say to each other before every clinical or in the midst of each hard day is that it is an honor and a privilege to be there on someone's worst day of their life or on the best day of their life. This is something that I hope we all carry into each and every one of our shifts as we enter into the world as new nurses. Because nursing tests you, it pushes you to your limits, and it changes who you are. However, it is important to remember why we chose to become nurses, because at the end of the day, it really is that, an honor and a privilege. It is an honor to bear witness to the love, the heartache, the tears, and the joy that come with caring for somebody, and it is a privilege to be a part of the solution. We are all here today because we were not only called to become nurses, but because we put in the endless hours and the hard work that it takes to become one. I can't wait to see what we all do with the honor and privilege that has been given to us, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Perception of how they feel. Let's face it, this world has plenty of room for more kindness. Integrity. I can give you the definition, which is the quality of being honest, having a strong moral principles, meaning the person with integrity behaves ethically and does the right thing, even when not being watched. It also encompasses the state of being complete or undivided, or having unimpaired condition. Definitions don't always manifest their way into real life. As a nurse, you want your patients to trust you. By demonstrating integrity, the bond you form while providing care will be more meaningful, and you'll gain your patients' trust. Once you have established trust, this will help your patients feel more confident in the care that you are providing, and will be more willing to communicate openly with you. As I'm sure you've already learned, good communication is the start of good care. This brings us to the third characteristic, the ability to understand and share feelings of another. We know this is empathy. As a nurse, this is a powerful tool. Building a bond with a patient, gaining their trust, taking the time to pull up a seat and listen may allow them to feel that they've been heard and understood. Empathy is so often overlooked when caring for our fellow human beings. We wear many hats as nurses. Being an ambassador and an advocate for our patients will always be a top priority. Being empathetic is one of the most genuine traits a nurse can hold. Throughout your journey, starting as a new grad to a new nurse, to an experienced nurse, you will have opportunities for continued education. Some of you are thinking right now, no more education for me. But in reality, to be your best self and be the best nurse you can be, keeping up with your education is crucial. Technology is changing the way we do things rapidly in the medical field. Do yourself a favor, embrace it, and seek out those opportunities for education. Nurses used to be thought of as followers. Today's nurses are not. We are leaders. We have evolved from following orders, following protocols, and following expectations, made by non-nurses, to advocating in more depth for our patients requesting more.
The presentation of PIN. Reading the names during this meaningful moment. First will include Dr. Will Meehan, who will be reading Twin Falls, and will be followed by Brandon Carver and Sheldon Ross. So now I ask if you students and your peers, if we could do, let's go Twin Falls first. Go ahead and start lining up in the hall over here.
Twin Falls
So
first.
if you
They're
ended
gonna
up
be
with
good
a
there.
number, go with yours. Go with yours.
Yes. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I was like,
Announcement, the photographer will
Going to be pinned by his wife, Cassandra Beach. Next up is Sierra Drake. Next is Kylie Martin, who's going to be pinned by her cousin, Camille Kraft, and NICU nurse. Next we have Elizabeth Osmer, pinned by her mom, Connie Osmer. I also want to announce that we have Lindsay Redford, who was also in this class, but was attended the pinning ceremony in Pocatello today. Next up is Emily Wiley. It's pinned by our professor, Melissa Newman. And then lastly from the Twin Falls class, we have Coco Yee, who's going to be pinned by her roommate, Emily Ryan. Congratulations to all of the Twin Falls graduates.
All right, well, let's get the Meridian cohort here. First student is Miranda Baldrica. Pinned by her cousin, Angela Hoffman.
All right, next we have Shay.
Brianna Perel, being pinned by her mother, Stephanie Karstensen.
Right, we have Liz Dixler being pinned by her spouse, Scott Dixler.
Next student is Liberty Blackwood, Liberty is unable to attend the pinning ceremony in person as she is currently deployed as a staff sergeant with the Idaho Air National Guard. We thank her for the service.
We have Elizabeth Brenton being pinned by her grandparents, Nan and Bill Beck.
Fiona Brady being pinned by her son, Kyan Lee.
Aaliyah Brown being pinned by her boyfriend, Holt Fundament.
Cynthia Brown being pinned by her spouse, Ed McCormick.
We've got Jessie Carlson being pinned by her husband, Dylan Carlson. Colleran being pinned by her parents, Julie and Kevin Colleran. Chas Downey being pinned by Virginia.
Congratulations.
Carter Terry being pinned by fiance Cameron Monroe. Emily Gerson being pinned by her best friend and sister Tara. Betty Saul Gonzalez being pinned by her husband, Andres Walters.
Oh my goodness.
Catherine Howard being pinned by his parents, Sean and Diana Howard.
Mother, Mihaila Jordanescu.
Isaacson Glendon being pinned by mother and father, Lynn and Pete Glendon. On behalf of our faculty, staff, and administration, as we come together to celebrate and recognize the accomplishments of our graduating nursing students. First, I would like to say to our graduates, this moment marks the culmination of your hard work, sacrifice, and commitment to a calling greater than yourselves. Throughout your time with us, you have demonstrated perseverance in the face of challenge, compassion in the care of others, and excellence in both academics and clinical practice. You have grown into professionals who are ready to enter the world as nurses of great integrity, skill, and heart. To the family members, friends, and loved ones who are here today, thank you. Your encouragement, support, and sacrifices have helped carry our graduates to this day. Your belief in them made a difference, and your presence here makes this celebration even more meaningful. To our nursing faculty, clinical partners, thank you for your tireless work in shaping, mentoring, and guiding your students. Your expertise and dedication to teaching have helped us instill confidence and confidence our graduate team as they begin their professional journeys. To our staff and administration, prior commitment to excellence in nursing education. As we gather here today, it is important to recognize the significance of this ceremony, which marks the culmination